Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Anthony Wood and this is Shop Mad. In today's video I'm going to be making a storage ottoman and I'm going to upholster it as well, so bear with us and I'll walk you through the build process. Right guys, to save on video time I've got the pieces cut out I need to make this storage ottoman. Now for the sides, left and right, I've made them 300 wide by 370 high. Now you're going to need two of these. For the front and rear panels, they need to be 895 by 300. Again, you're going to need two of these. And for the top and bottom, they need to be 400 wide by 895 long. On the front and rear panels, I just need to mark where I need to drill some pilot holes. So I'm just going to get this done now because I'm using particle board or chipboard, which is 18mm thick. I'm going to mark in 9mm so I can put these pilot holes in either side. Now I'm going to put 3 screws in either side, so I'm going to get these holes drilled out now. I'm just going to use some black spun bond to cover the internal panels of the ottoman, so I'm going to get these shapes cut out now. To attach the spun bond to the internal panels of the ottoman, I'm just going to use some contact adhesive and just adhere the spun bond straight on. So I'm going to make a start with this now. And the interior panels should basically look like that. I'm now going to start assembling the front and rear panels onto the side panels of the ottoman. And I'm just going to use some 2-inch chipboard screws. And now I'm going to attach the base of the ottoman just so I can get everything squared up. So it should basically look like that. For the sides of the ottoman, I'm just going to wrap the entire sides with 10mm foam. This is just going to pad out the sides. For the lid of the ottoman, I'm just going to use some 2-inch foam, and I'm just going to adhere the foam straight onto the lid itself with contact adhesive. So I'm going to get this glued up now, and I'm going to have to leave it a couple of minutes until the contact adhesive just goes off. Right guys, I've given the glue about 3 minutes to go off, and it's really nice and tacky now, so I'll just get this adhered on. I'm now just going to trim off any excess foam so it's exactly the same shape as the lid. Because the corners of the lid are really sharp, I'm just going to round over these edges now. Just going to use a regular rasp just to round them off. Now to give the lid a little bit more of a fuller look, And to give it a little bit more bounce, I'm just going to cover the entire lid with 6-ounce wadding or hollow fibre. And I'm just going to adhere this on with contact adhesive. Now just cut off any excess on each corner and along this edge. And your lid should look basically like that. Right, and guys, the box is all foamed up now, it's all lined. I've got the lid made, foamed up and covered in 6-ounce wadding. All I need to do now is make the cover. Now I'm going to make the cover with a piped edge going all the way around the lid. So I'm going to start with making the pipe. Now I need to make the piping 2.7 metres long, so it goes all the way around the top of the lid, as well as making an edge band. Again, that wants to be 2.7 metres long. So I want to get these marked out. Well, I've already got these templates made up to make the Ottoman, but I am going to draw something up in a PDF format and I'm going to put it on my website. When it's complete, I'll let you guys know, but for the video I'm just going to use these templates. I'm just going to leave 1/2 inch on this side, and this is for a seam allowance. For the lid I need to make it 895 by 400 millimeters. Now again I need to leave a 1/2 inch gap going all the way around. I also need to mark the centre. Now this is so I can align the seams up on the back of the lid as well as on the base. Now on the base of the Ottoman cover, on each panel where I've made a line, I've also made a 45-degree angle either side. Now I'm going to seam these two pieces together. Now this is so when I put the cover over the top of the base, it'll be a 45-degree angle on each corner going in. I'm now just going to make a start sewing all of the base cover together, as well as the piping and the 4-inch edging which will go around the Ottoman top, as well as the top piece itself. So I'm going to get all this sewn up now, but I'll walk you through as I'm sewing it together. Right guys, I've got the sewing machine set up, I've installed white thread, and I'm going to make a start making the piping for the lid of the Ottoman. I'm just going to start the piping 1 inch from the end. And now I'm just going to sew on the piping to the 4-inch edge band. I'm now ready to sew the piping and the banding onto the top itself. So where I previously marked the centre, where I want the seam to be, I'm going to mark that exactly in the centre of the piping cord. So I'm going to get this edging sewed on now. Now what you're going to do is you're going to need to cut the piping back to the required length. So just line it up and cut off the excess. Then fold over the inch overlap and line it up where you want the seam to be. And I'm just going to get the piping now sewn on to the Ottoman top. Right then guys, I need to mark where the seam's going to be so I can mark the 4-inch banding where I need to seam. So I'm just going to basically draw a line and then flip that over to where I want the seam to be, then do the same on the opposite side. Make sure you line up both lines either side of the banding and then put them through the sewing machine and get them sewn. And now you can carry on and sew the banding onto the piping edge itself. Now that I'm making a start with the base cover, I just need to line up the lines that I've made on the cover so I can put a seam all the way down. Got them lined up, just run a seam. I'm now just going to carry on and sew in these 45-degree angles. So I'll get these seamed in now. Right then guys, I want to create some kind of lift up flap for the lid of the Ottoman. So I'm just going to use the rule and I'm just going to mark it twice and then just cut this out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray adhesive both sides, glue it together, then I'm going to run a seam down either side. Right and guys, the covers are all made now for the lid and for the Ottoman base. So I'm going to make a start now at putting the cover on the base. Now to start, all I'm going to do is I'm going to line the corners up and just put a staple in. And I'm going to do this on all 4 corners just to make sure everything's lined up. I'm now just going to run some back tack tape all the way around the top edge of the Ottoman. I've back tacked all of the edge of the Ottoman on now, and what I'm going to do now is, after I knock the staple in, I'm now going to fold the cover over the top of the sides. Now starting at one side, to keep it nice and neat, just stretch it over and make sure the corners are all nice and neat. You need to do this on all 4 sides. Once you've got it all over all 4 corners, you can then just roll it down. Right, once you've got it all rolled down, you can then make a start with stapling it round the bottom of the Ottoman base itself. Now, start in the corners and fold it in from the ends. Once you've gotten all the four corners done, you can then move on and start stapling the sides up. So pull it tight in the centre first, and then half again. And that's basically the base all stapled up now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some spun bond on the bottom just to dress the underside up. Feet. I've just got these plastic bun feet which are non-marking for hardwood floors and ideal for carpets as well. It means you can easily move the ottoman around even when full. So I'm going to position these in all four corners using a 1-inch screw. Now I'm just going to make a start putting the cover on the lid. Now again, where the seam is, try and keep the seam so it folds onto the edge of the lid, and then just gently fold it around. I'm going to pull the cover up so the piping to the base of the lid is 2.5 inches, and I'm going to put a staple in. I'm going to do this on all four corners. Then work your way around and keep the measurement of 2.5 inches from the bottom of the piping to the base of the lid. I'm now just going to attach the pull strap for the lid. I've marked the centre, so I'm just going to quickly staple this on and try and keep it as straight as possible. I've made the pull strap itself 3.5 inches long, which is what will stick out. Now for the underside of the lid, so I can hide all the unsightly staples, I'm going to use a bit of back tack tape. I'm just going to create a nice neat edge. Right, once the back tack tape's in place, just pull it from the centre just to cover the staples on the back. And then just staple in the centre just to keep it tight. And for the corners, just fold over at a 45 angle on both sides and then roll over, so it covers the staple heads. Now for hinges, I'm just going to use the spring-loaded kitchen cabinet hinges. I've used them in the past and they are well strong, so I think these will be ideal for the job. I'm just going to measure in 4 inches up to the side of the hinge, and I'm going to get this screwed in place. Well, the hinges are all in place now. Looks good and stays up. All I need now to do is just give it a good clean, and that's it complete. Happy days. Well guys, I really hope you liked the video on the Ottoman build. I really enjoyed making it and I think it's turned out great. If you liked the video, please give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing for new content being added on a weekly basis. I've posted some photographs at the end of the video just to show you what it looks like when complete. Thanks for watching. I'm Anthony Wood, this is Shop Mad, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.